Hey, in this video I will rank my favorite Super Smash Bros. Ultimate bosses. This boss list will be based around World of Light, and I will also talk about the areas you find each boss in. Another thing is that I will combine Masterhand and Crazyhand as well as Galeem and Dharkon as one single boss to make this list shorter. The Ganon fight is interesting. You can only damage him by hitting his tail. It adds a small challenge to the boss, making it a bit harder to damage him. But I do wish that he was harder, since the fight is really easy. The Master and Crazyhand fights are like always. I think they added new attacks for them, which I find nice. Does anyone still know when Bowser getting giant was surprising? Well, I do, but that's a different story. To fight Bowser you need to cross his castle. The castle has some switch riddles and I don't find it that interesting. The visuals are really nice though. Giga Bowser was the first boss I fought and he was pretty hard, or I was still too bad in the game. I don't have much to say about this fight, so let's go to number 5. Before you encounter Galeem, you need to activate several buttons in a factory. I really liked the concept, so after you activate all needed buttons, you can fight Galeem. It's cool that he makes a return after such a long time, but I find it sad that he is one of the easiest bosses I fought. The lead up to the Rathalos fight was really interesting. I liked it because you need to think from which place to confront him. If you can lure him to the mountain, you can approach him and fight him. He has interesting attacks, like his example spitting fireballs at you while flying. I don't find him the hardest boss, but he is also not the easiest boss to defeat. Something I didn't know when fighting Rathalos for the first time was that you can only damage his head in the first phase. This adds a small bit of challenge into the fight. His second phase is also really cool. I do not find him that hard, he was not that easy too. Final fight, it was awesome. First you have this platforming section with small breaks in which you fight Shadow and Light fighters which you need to defeat. The Shadow and Light fighters attack themselves too. This shows that Galeem and Dharkon really are in a war in which they want to destroy each other. Before you fight against them, you are in a mini-boss rush with weaker versions of all the bosses in the game. You can even decide the order in which you want to fight them. After you beat them, Galeem and Dharkon will finally show up and you can fight against them. Their attacks even damage each other, which also shows that they are enemies. Find it nice that they added new attacks to both of them. It does not change much, but at least it's something. Before you are able to fight Marx, you need to pass through a giant map full with riddles. It's an interesting mechanic and I liked it to get rewarded for solving a riddle. Now to Marx fight itself. Marx fight is one of the best fights in the whole game. It also is one of the hardest in my opinion. He has the same old attacks from Kirby Superstar, also known as Kirby Fun Pack. And they also added new and fitting attacks. I would really love to have him as fighter because he would be the best fighter. But he's a boss, not any boss, the best boss in the game. Thank you for watching, and I wish you a great day.